We are interested in calculating the integral of secant x times tangent x times square root of 1 plus secant x dx. What's the approach in calculating this integral? Well, the very first thing comes to mind is I have a quantity inside my radical. I'm going to take this guy and call it u. Let u be 1 plus secant x. We want to calculate du. The derivative of 1 is 0. We need to find the derivative of secant, then dx. Remember that secant is 1 over cosine of x. So if you try to take the derivative of secant, you have to apply the quotient rule. This is the derivative of 1 times cosine minus 1 times the derivative of cosine divided by cosine x to the second power. The derivative of 1 is 0, 0 times cosine x minus the derivative of cosine is negative sign, so you get plus sine x divided by cosine x to the second power. 0 times cosine is just 0, so you end up with sine x divided by cosine x times cosine x, or in simplified version, you have sine x divided by cosine x times 1 over cosine x. But what is this? Sine x divided by cosine x is nothing but tangent. So you have tangent x 1 over cosine is basically secant x. Well, my du is tangent x secant x times x, which I already have inside my integral. Very good. So this guy can be written as the integral of, again, the multiplication between secant and tangent along with dx is du. So this integral is equal to the square root of u times du. This is a familiar integral. We can easily solve this integral. Why is that? If you have the integral of square root of u du, this is the integral of u to power a half du, which is u to power a half plus 1 divided by a half plus 1 plus c. In turns, it can be written as u to power 3 halves divided by 3 halves plus c, or 2 u to power 3 halves divided by 3 plus c. So you already have this integral. This can be written as 2 times u to power 3 halves divided by 3 plus constant of integration. But what is our u? U is 1 plus secant of x. Just substitute this guy back into u. So you get 2 times 1 plus secant x 3 halves divided by 3 plus constant of integration. You can also simplify this as well. This can be written as 2 times 1 plus secant of x times square root of 1 plus secant of x divided by 3 plus constant of integration. Let me write it a little bit nicer. Again, from algebra, remember that if you have u to power 3 halves, this is the square root of u to power 3 or it can be written as the square root of u squared times u, which in turn is the square root of u squared times square root of u, or u times square root of u. That's how we got 1 plus cosine x times square root of secant x times square root of 1 plus secant x, and you divide it by 3 plus constant of integration.